Alright, let's try and do an aerial turn back while we're airborne. So we just departed Manila. We're about 30 miles from Manila, and we're passing level 1955, climbing level 200. On the secondary flight plan, just note that this is set up for a relay turn on the 24. So first off, we might go back to Manila to your origin airport for a few reasons. Let's say the reason now is the airport in Cebu is closed and they're not accepting any inbounds or outbounds, maybe because of a runway that is doing emergency repairs to be done in 5 hours. Obviously, our fuel can take that. So, whenever we are faced with a kind of problem, you want to do your 5Cs. Crew. So this is where you decide where to divert, or if you should divert. So, okay, first of all, let's go back to Manila, is what the crew says. You can also consult your company aside from crew as well. So you can call your company now and say, I guess we have Cebu is closed right now, so we want to go back to Manila. Do you need us anywhere? They agree that you should go back to Manila. Okay. So now we want to let the controller know that we're diverting. Okay. So you say Manila approach, Manila departure, approach. Spinning 1, 2, 3. I'd like to return back to Manila. Roger. And so they'll either give you a heading. So let's say heading 300. So we would turn right heading 300 or left, whatever they said. Okay. And stand by for further. Okay, stand by for further, and they said to send maintain 10,000. So I go 10,000, and then I pull this. Idle, open descent. Okay, so we start our descent, and now we're turning back. Along the way, they say something like Sputnik 123, fly direct the Mike India Alpha VOR. So what you want to do is press direct. Okay, direct. And because obviously this one goes to Cebu, you need to insert Mike India Alpha. Of course, the flight plan is not going to look good. And of course, the Manila VOR is just the one that's nearest to us, 45 miles. We'll insert that. Nav directly. So now that we have that, to sequence your flight plan properly, because right now our flight plan is showing that we're still going to Cebu, and then after Manila it's going to Ipata, and then of course it goes to Mactan, right? So as you can see, it goes to the southeast. So at this point, activate the secondary. Okay. Look what happens. First, they say set heading track first. So what you want to do is, since we're going direct, you can temporarily set the heading to wherever the VOR is. Hold that heading, activate secondary, and yeah, we're going to Manila. And if you need to do that again, you can order direct Mike India Alpha. Okay. Nav direct Manila. So that's how you properly sequence your flight plan. That's how you do an aerial turn back. So now you just have to follow the ATC instructions, and they'll give you instructions on how to land. Okay? So as you can see, we did not do much work on the flight plan page. Alright? Here's an alternative. So let me just load this again. What if you had not set the secondary flight plan? So give me a moment here. Alright, we're still on Climbout. What if it's either you didn't set the secondary flight plan, like there's none, or you mistakenly copied active. Like it's like the exact same your exact same flight plan. So what happens now? Okay, let's say you do the 5 C's, right? It says decide, Going to divert. Okay, it says Manila. Controller should know your intention to divert. Okay. So let's say direct Manila in the Alpha VOR. So you just go Mike in the Alpha. Okay. And then direct. Now you do want to get rid of these lines going to Cebu because we're not doing that. Simply, the best thing to do is click this MIA. New destination, RPLL, new destination, boom. So all waypoints between Manila and Cebu and have been deleted. The next waypoint is after MIA is RPLL. So this is where you can probably set up your approach into Manila. So let's say we're doing the ILS 24 from Bangi, and then all you have to do is just discontinue. Clear the discontinuities as published. As needed. Okay. So this is all in your FCOM. This is as the FCOM. So it says if the secondary flight plan has been prepared for immediate return to the airport of origin, activate it, and then perform a direct to, or heading, depends on ATC. If the secondary flight plan has not been prepared, all you have to do is you can go direct to first, and then perform the lateral revision, enter the departure airport ident, and then select the approach, a star if available, and then insert. Okay. Now, of course, now that you're diverting, let your company know. So call Doghouse. Doghouse Sputnik 123. We are diverting back to Manila. Just letting you know. And then cabin. So you're gonna call the L1. Okay, are you ready for it could be a NITS briefing, could be a STAR briefing. So NITS is nature of the emergency, or if it is an emergency or not an emergency. What's the intention? How much time do we have until landing? Special instructions. So you would ask, all right, are you ready for a NITS briefing? Yes, you are. Okay, so we're going back to Manila because it's closed in Cebu right now, and we are maybe 20 minutes to landing. No special instructions. Okay, so now we have to address the customers. So I say, ladies and gentlemen from flight deck, this is your captain, Sky Blue speaking. Unfortunately, we do have to return back to Manila because there is an emergency runway closure in Cebu, and we don't know how long that's going to take. We have called our company, rest assured, and another aircraft may be taking you to Cebu depending on the situation there. And we apologize, and we should be on the ground in 20 minutes back in Manila. Thank you. Okay, so that's your 5 C's, and then all you have to do is just set up everything. The top hat, you get the ATIS, and then you get the top hat. Alright, so you get the ATIS, you get the top hat, and then you do the approach or the arrival briefing. That's pretty much it.